Hello, welcome to lesson 3 of this training. Now from the lesson 1, we've talked about launching the application and to this very welcome screen notification as you can see on the screen. So now we are going to a new graphics, but if you have an existing project, then all you have to do is come to open graphics. So now we are going to start. So if I click on new graphics now, you will notice that this is the default setting of our interface, right? So when you come up here to file, you will see new. That is, if you are going to start a new project, then you click on new. Then we have new from templates. These are a project or template I can say by the company, that's Coreldraw, so that you just pick from one of the project they've done so that you just modify and use. But for now, you are a trainer, you are a beginner, so you want to know how to do this thing yourself and not getting template from another company, you know, so you understand what I mean. So now if the open, just as you can see, that's we have also the shortcut, which is Control O from your keyboard, then it will open an existing project. So why am I showing you this? Now if you check, the shortcut for new is here and we can see open here. So meaning you don't have to always come to the file and click before you go into a new project. Now if you check, this one here is close, and going down a little bit you see we have save, but the save is fainted. The reason is because we've done nothing. Therefore, how can we save what we've not yet created? So we have to create or start designing, then we can now save. So as usual, you've seen that this is graphics 1. Now let me just quickly draw something which will come into drawing of creating shapes and all that. So let me just click and drag. So by doing so, now you see that the save icon is now fully visible because we can save this very object as it is. So when I come here and say save, you can see that it is fully visible, not fainted as before. And also we can save our work in a different location because by default all your project will be saved in the document, that's my document of your computer. But if you want to be saving your project in a flash drive, external hard drive, and maybe location, a different location from the default location, then that's where you click on the save as, so that you will go to the location. You show the application where you really want to save your project. So we will talk about some of them as we continue in the training. So let me just right click and delete this. All right, now when you want to start your own project, you will start by the orientation. Now this thing that I'm about to draw, is it going to be on a portrait or a landscape? For instance, I'm using this phone as an example. Now this is portrait, and when I bring it down like this, this is now landscape. So what you're about to draw, design, must either be landscape or portrait. So of which is very, very important when you want to start your new project. So to do that, all you have to do is to come here. By default, it is portrait. So when you come to this icon here and click it, then it will flip your project and you will see it as landscape. But not to talk about that, we will also like to talk about the page, the size. In real world, what do I want? How do I want the project to be like? So, and that you have the option to select different pages. So as you can see now, here we have letter. Now letter is the size of a paper. Now if you click, because we have an arrow here where it's a drop box, when you click, you see other options. So we have legal, we have A0, A1, A4, A3, and so many others. We have business card, we also have envelope. So we have lots of them. Now, one thing I like Coreldraw is Coreldraw gives you the freedom to create your own costume size that are not even here. So to do that, all you have to do is to come here where you see these numbers. You click and highlight the number. So now when I say 5 and I come down here, I highlight and say 4. So if I click anywhere here, the size of this page will change. So you may not see the change drastically or visible, but definitely the page has changed. It's no more a letter. It is now 5 by 4 inch. And guess what? You can change the measurement unit of your project. All you have to do is to come here where you see inches. Now we have millimeters, we have picas, we have pixels, we have yards, centimeters. So it's up to you because you know what you really want to design. For instance, now if I'm to design a very big banner and I know that banners are measured in feet, so I will quickly come down to feet. So equivalent of our former dimension in feet is now 0.417 by 0.333. So you see, you have the freedom to select the size, the orientation, and the measurement of your own project. Now, this place is called notch offset, but I will show you what is not a notch offset, because doing it now, really, you will get confused. Bet me. Now, another important thing here is, if we check on these very icons, we have one here and we have another one. Now, when working with multiple pages, if you want page 1, maybe you want to start like a magazine, you want page 1, page 2, page 3 to be of the same size, then you will click on this. But if you want your page, your first page to be a different size and another page to be a larger size, the page 3, you want it to be a smaller size, then you come here and click on this. So now I hope you are not getting confused, because we need to get this clear so that when we start the major work, you'll find it easier. Now, coming down here to our navigation bar, because I can't just teach you how to work on different pages without showing you a glimpse of how to create that page. Now, if you want to add another page, all you have to do, we have a plus sign here. Once you click the plus sign, now we see we have page 1 and we have page 2. So like I said, if I have if I click here now and I select, I said I want A4, right? So now my first page is A4, my second page is A4. Now if I click on this plus icon to add another page, if I click now, it will still be A4. Now, what if at this point I've changed it to this very icon where I want the sizes to be different? So if I click now and I create a new page, then maybe I said I want it to be C5. So coming back to A3, I will see that, coming back to page 3, you will see that it's A4, page 2, A4, page 1, A4. But when I come back to page 4, you will see C5. So I hope you understand how to change your orientation, select the right page, and work on the costume page as well. Now we are going to dive into another section. So stand by till we meet in the next lesson. Thank you very much.